49ers are top 10 in total yards. They go up against the Chargers defense that will need to be at the top of this game.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. Here's Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down carry by Elliott. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And he may want to track down that football That's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the counter, Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Elliott. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Third and short yardage. Winston drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A handoff left to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he fires one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll give to Elliott running left. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In motion, Anunwa. On third down, Brissett. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go!
A second down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Trying to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Winston now to throw on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, that's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here we go. What? Here we go. Ohio. Black round.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Ohio.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now here come the Raiders. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Winston from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out for Hurns. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The second down throw for Winston. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Give him 10 yards there and by the nose of the football. He's going to have a first down. So the offense has it first and 10.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio.
Throwing. Brissett. That's caught by his rookie tight end is Gerald Everett. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the kick by Butker is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down, Winston again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. First down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5. They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run with Marshall. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
This time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Agreeing with the catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Brissett completes it to Moncrief left side. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go.
A give to Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
First down, Brissett. Anunua's got it, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Fresh set of downs here.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
Elliott running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Flex round. Let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Brand 38.
To throw, Brissett. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand Ohio.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. Brand Ohio.
Here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Now Winston on the screen. This is Coleman. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Chargers getting set to go. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. White 90.
Brissett now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a second down throw for Winston. Drops it off for Coleman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely are they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something
on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. For the storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for our visitors, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and another road test next week as they head to Mile High to